so you have been wondering, what is Taoism? What is the thing that I have been doing, and why am I so into this compared to doing flashlight reviews and guns review and even all the fun stuff that you have been watching in the past? So as you can see, we got a nice setup right here. So this video is my first video coming back and doing the official new series of Taoism video. So I know what kind of people you guys are. You are like into other things but Taoism, right? So I'm going to bring you into the world of Taoism, into knowing what I am doing all the time, what I'm facing all the time, and why it's so addictive. So stay tuned and we'll see you in the next video. Let's go, dress up.
無量天尊
Welcome back, everyone. This is your Sifu right here. Welcome back to another episode of Modern Taoist. And today we're going to get you into this topic of Taoism. Why is it so addictive to me, and why it's so important? You might not know about the real side of Taoism, because whatever is online, except for my content right now, is mostly just showing you a very shallow part of Taoism, which maybe like a best way to promote it, but it's not actually what it is. So most people are looking at the web and like, oh, what is Taoism? There's mostly three types. One is like, oh, Taoism is a religion, it's a philosophy, it's a way of life, it's just some thinking, the way you think. Oh, Taoism is about like doing the slow movement, the Tai Chi, and going into the mountain and that kind of thing. Or the third one is, well, it's a very Chinese religious practice, which you see people dressed up like me and doing ceremonies and things like that. Now, this is the Taoism that most Westerners or non-Chinese are very kind of rejecting all the time, because they don't want to get involved, they don't know what it is. And the truth is, like, you need to kind of learn Chinese in order to do this stuff, so why do I have to care? Well, yeah, that is the most mysterious side, because the people teaching it are often not good in English, unlike here. So I am going to expose to you this side, which might seem very mysterious, strange, but it's actually something that is very fun if you actually dig into it and know what it is. So I'm going to use my way to explain it to you so that you can understand why it's so cool. Now, before we get into that, you're going to subscribe to this channel and comment and like and so on. So what is Taoism? Well, in a nutshell, Taoism is a religion. You cannot say it is not. It's a Chinese religion, but it's not Chinese only. You can be in whatever culture and you can still believe in Taoism. It's just that you might need to learn some Chinese in order to learn the stuff inside. Now, there's two parts to Taoism. One part is the learning part, and the other part is the application, the using whatever you have learned. That seems pretty easy, right? Just like in school, you learn math and then you'll need to apply the math to things, right? Just learning how to calculate, it doesn't work. Why are you using that? Well, because I need to use it for like building a bridge. I need to use math for calculating something for my programming or whatever things, okay? So Taoism, there's like two sides to it. One is learning and cultivating, and one is using and applying. So here, just like martial art, one, you have to like, do the horse stance, punches, a lot of like building up stuff, right? You're building up your power. Now, how and where are you applying it? That's the question. So you are going to apply these things in your everyday life, helping yourself, helping others, and helping people you know. So this is why it's so addictive and so useful and so great to me, because it is actually very practical. So in my many years of experience, what have I been doing? What am I doing? Why is it so important? What kind of problem is actually there, which you can also spot? Now, let's say one of the most common situation is like when you get a phone call and then it's a scam call. Okay, oh, this is the tax department calling you, things like that. Okay, so you have this kind of scam call that comes and bothers you. Well, some people might not even realize it's a scam, right? But yeah, most of you do. So it's a scam, and after that you don't realize it, but there's actually some energy from the scammer that actually goes to you. And if you're sensitive, after the scam call, you kind of feel like uncomfortable right here. It feels like just something stuck to here, and then it affects you in like in the background, you know, like subtle influence, and it just make you do things like slower. It affects the idea. Even if you're trying to make a YouTube video, it kind of like gets you stuck right there, and it's not good. It's a little bit, and the next day it's another little bit, and then it gets like, it builds up that kind of energy that clogs your life up, you know, like junk files on your phone, or something that stuck your RAM or something like that, you know. It's just like that. It's stuck everywhere, and then you will see your body, your mind, your soul is going to be like a phone that gets lagging, and well, that's going to mess up everything. Eventually you're going to see everything being affected by this. So let's say you're supposed to go for an interview and you're supposed to talk, right? Somehow, because of these influence, you cannot perform the way how you should be. You might be kind of slow or answering the wrong question, and that's going to affect your life. Now, one thing that I see and have seen many times is that when this kind of energy pollution, we in the lineage, okay, I usually teach people this word, ECP, evil crap pollution. Okay, you don't have to like think about evil crap as in like, oh, it's a spirit, someone that talked to you, you know, like demon talking to you. You don't have to think it like that. It could be energy. It could be someone else had they went to a funeral and they didn't clean up the energy, so they come back, you know, maybe they go to school, they go to work, and you are just happening to be there, and you picked up that energy. It's going to affect you. So after you get affected, how to clean up, how to dust off. You can take a shower, but the shower can only clean up the body, it doesn't clean up the energy. That kind of energy is like when you, let's say someone break up with you, okay, you feel hurt inside. Even you take many shower, it doesn't work. So how do you deal with that energy that is stuck in, like, you know, your mental state is like all clogged up by that stuff? How do you clean that up? That is what I do. That is what I teach people to. Okay, so you have to use what we call Taoist magic. Taoist magic is the application part of Taoism, and you can apply this to help yourself, help others, or help your family, help your dog, you know, things like that. Now, I have seen animals reacting to ECP. Okay, these animals, like for example, just a few months ago, I was saving a dog. So the dog was being affected by the ECP, and then he will get into like all kinds of weird stuff, like peeing himself, having a seizure, and things like that. And with Taoist magic, it's crazy. You look at what's happening, like I'm doing it over Zoom, okay? Like by distance. And I was doing my Taoist magic, and it took about 2 minutes to get everything resolved and back to normal again. Now, this same case, without Taoist magic, okay, it had happened. The owner had been dealing with this for like quite a long time before that actually get resolved. Like over 30 minutes, that kind of time. Okay, so in order to solve this kind of problem, you see, wow, Taoist magic, amazing. Another example is mood swings. Okay, mood swings is like, some people think, oh, it's just like, you know, my monthly thing coming or whatever, and it just gets you down. It makes you like want to not speak to anyone, you know, just sit in your room and not do anything and just, you know, be a potato or something like that. Well, that is actually some energy stuff going on inside yourself that is making you like that. So how do you resolve the problem? Well, Taoist magic. So you can detect what's going on, then you can clean it up. So with what we call the Tao sensor, okay, like I'm kind of making up these words because it's kind of easier for people to understand. So we say Tao sensor, okay. Once you ordain and become a disciple, you will start building up that power and give you that Tao sensor. The Tao sensor is for you to sense energy outside that is influencing you and bringing these crap to you and making you crappy. So, for example, you saw a friend, or you talked to a friend, or you got an SMS message or whatever from a friend or someone, okay? And then immediately, if you have the Tao sensor and they're dirty, you will feel that energy kicked in and you get a headache. Or you get a pain right here or whatever, okay? Now, with that, you know something's not right. Something is coming and trying to penetrate your wall, trying to get into you, right? So with the Taoist magic, you can solve the problem. Hey, what about, let's say if I don't want to actually get hit. Now we have been talking about, oh, there's a problem, you can solve the problem. There's energy, penetrating you, you can clean up afterward. It feels like so useless. Like, why do I need to be hit and then I can wipe away? Or, it kind of feel like you got punched in the nose and then you got nosebleed and then now I can wipe it. Okay, so you want to know, can you actually avoid the actual hit? Right? Like someone's coming to punch you, you can actually block it off before it gets into you, right? How to do that? Well, very simple. You can actually use the Taoist magic to do it. Okay, it sounds very, okay. I know, you want to see it, okay? You want to see it in action, right? Okay, so there's this thing that we do, which we call Sun Kun. It's a bunch of physical movement, right? And then you bring the power from the inside of your body to the outside of your body, and you can create a shield, of a force field around you, and it blocks things off. So you won't get affected that much. Well, if your power is powerful, if you have more power in you, you can block off and not even feel the ECP because the ECP is being blocked off. And of course, that takes practice. But anyway, this is how you do it. So let's say we're doing a, let's say I'm doing a little force field to, shield off like that, okay, around my body, okay? So it looks like that. So first we have what we call the heart spell. The heart spell, you get it after you get into the lineage. You have your own heart spell, and that is your power spell. The spell you do, it draws the power out, the power that is given to you when you ordain. So yeah, if you have not ordained, okay, there's no power because it's like a phone, okay? You have a phone, you sign up, then you have surface. If you don't sign up, then your phone is just a phone, it doesn't work, okay? So anyway, let's do it. Right. So a demonstration of the force field, okay? Okay, so that's how I can create that thing right away. Then, oh, I'm going to work. How can I do that in front of everyone, right? Well, I can do that. Well, say in the parking lot, or I go to the washroom. I just need a 30 seconds or something to do that, and I'm shielded up, and it pretty much lasts throughout the day. Amazing. There's so many other things. Okay. Well, one more example. Recently, I got a disciple who go to work, and there are people talking behind her back and common things at workplace, right? So you don't like that kind of backstabbing and things like that. You want people attention to be withdrawn from you, right? You can also do magic to kind of make those people not so focused on you, and their life can be focused on other things, and that will avoid the backstabbing and all that talking behind your back and things like that. Now, of course, it's not oh, I have magic, then I can do anything I want or get very rich or whatever, right? But it solves a lot of problems. It makes life easier, and it's actually, once you actually dig into it, you realize there's a lot of things in life that can actually be better than just trying to use the physical way of improving your life. Just working harder. Working harder doesn't actually work sometimes. If you want to study harder and get better on a test, sometimes it's actually not about the studying. It could be something else. Or let's say, okay, most beloved example, job interview, right? Like it's not about your education all the time. It's not about what you have on the resume all the time. Sometimes it's about the feeling, right? People look at your resume and like, I don't like his face. And then you don't even care about flipping to the next page, right? Because I don't like your face. So with magic, sometimes you just give people the bang, wow, and then you keep reading, right? So you can do that with magic. You can make people look at your thing and have the great first impression, or just to avoid, that kind of, I don't like your face, you avoid that, and that will increase the chance of you being hired. And that actually happened all the time in like what I see from my disciples. And also some disciples are like having issue finding a job, like actually having the opportunity to go to the interview, like you just throw out a lot of resume here and there, send them all out, but nothing's coming back, right? Okay, with magic, what I see is, if you actually send it out, okay, maybe next day or like within a few days, you might have a job already. It happened a few times in this year, where I see my disciple trying to get a job, and they submit the resume, and pretty much the same week they got a job already. It's pretty nice. So yeah. Well, how to actually do all these magic and such? It all starts with the first step is you have to be part of the lineage, so you have to get ordained. Well, ordaining, there's money to pay, okay? There's like money to spend to ordain, and it's not cheap. So someone come in my website and they're like, I want to learn this, but I'm not ready to pay that much. What do I do? Well, simple. Go to the learning tab, okay? Go down and you'll see free initiation, right? You can go through the free initiation and actually start there, and it's free. And you can start by using my the PDF and all that I put up, and you can try and you can experience how it feels like. But of course, if you want to get the full experience and the real learning experience, you need to go for the ordained in order to get the real live teaching kind of thing that we do in the lineage. And it's not just about I pay this and it's like a membership. It's not like that. It's more like a relationship where like you enter the lineage and we know each other and we talk, and there's like this whole experience that you get, like you actually know someone and that person is going to know you, and you will learn things at you face different things in life, right? I give you the teachings that you need to solve your problem. So that's basically what magic is like, and it's very useful. So not to drag so long, this is like my first video, so I just want to ask you guys, do you actually understand what Taoist magic is, and how do you like this kind of video? So we'll see you in the next video. Okay, remember to subscribe and such. Hi guys, so don't forget that we actually have a forum on the website, so you can enter the forum and ask me a question right there if you want. And right now the forum is mostly my posting, but if you want, you can just post anything you want in the English section, and I'll be there to answer you. So we'll see you in the next video. Hope you like it, and